Breaking. A $1 million lawsuit has just rocked the WNBA, and at the center of it all is superstar Caitlin Clark. After being drug-tested an unbelievable 11 times in a single season, Caitlin's legal team has taken direct aim at WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, alleging targeted harassment, abuse of power, and career sabotage. Was the league trying to silence its most explosive talent? Or is there a deeper agenda behind the scenes? This is more than basketball. This is a scandal that could shake the very foundation of women's professional sports. Stay with us as we expose the paper trail, dissect the hypocrisy, and reveal what fans, insiders, and even players are calling the biggest PR disaster in WNBA history.
What we've seen today was greatness. This was similar to the Michael Jordan flu game. I mean, it's up there type deal, bro. Caitlin Clark just handed the New York Liberty the ass whooping of a lifetime. And what's crazy about all of this is that the referees couldn't even save them. See, last time the referees was able to save New York and they walked away with the victory.
Just minutes after one of the greatest individual performances of the season, 32 points, 12 assists, logo range threes, Caitlin Clark was once again handed a drug test. Her 11th this season. The average WNBA player is tested around 3 times a year. Caitlin, for times more than that. After every win, after every highlight. The message? If she dominates, she must be cheating. And now it's gone too far. Clark's legal team has filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, accusing the WNBA of repeated harassment disguised as due process.
What a game. The Indiana Fever snap in New York Liberty's undefeated.
The word undeniable exists for a reason, and it applies to Caitlin Clark. She is just absolutely undeniable, and her return to the Indiana Fever showed it once again. It felt like a jolt of energy to the WNBA, obviously to the Indiana Fever.
What really stuns fans is the pattern. Every single time Caitlin Clark delivers a breakout performance, she's tested. Coincidence? Sources inside the Indiana Fever say, absolutely not. These tests aren't random. They're targeted.
Timed.
Intentional. After defeating the Liberty's undefeated streak? Tested. After returning from injury with a 32-point clinic? Tested. Meanwhile, other stars who've made controversial statements or had rough seasons. Radio silence. 0 tests. 0 accountability. The fans? Livid. Twitter, TikTok, YouTube all exploded with rage and humor. One post read, Caitlin Clark gets drug tested for breathing too confidently. Another? Better drug tests the scoreboard next. Memes flooded social media faster than a Clark crossover. But beneath the humor lies a real issue. Why is the WNBA targeting the very player who's saving the league's ratings? Instead of celebrating her greatness, the league is questioning it. Here's where it gets truly ugly, the hypocrisy. Remember when Brittany Griner threw a racially loaded insult toward Caitlin? The league? Silent. What about elbows thrown during games? Refs looked away. But when Caitlin hits logo threes, mandatory lab visit. The WNBA claims to support all its players, but time and time again, Clark gets the microscope, while others get a pass. One viral tweet said it best. Clark hits threes drug test. Griner hits slurs press silence. It's not just unfair, it's systemic. And it's sending a horrifying message to future generations. Now, the legal gloves are off. Caitlin's legal team has filed a formal lawsuit accusing the WNBA of creating a hostile work environment, targeted harassment, violating collective bargaining protocols. If successful, this suit could cost the league millions and force Commissioner Engelbert into the public spotlight with no place to hide. Sources close to the case say Clark's legal team will demand transparency on all drug testing records, internal communications, and test selection criteria. In short, the truth is coming out, and the league may not be ready. The damage? Already spreading. Sponsors are watching. Fans are speaking out. The league's credibility? Hanging by a thread. Some brands reportedly pausing negotiations due to concerns about internal bias. Social media is flooded with hashtags. Stand with Clark, hashtag stop the targeting. The Fever's next game? Already predicted to sell out, but not just in support of the team. In protest of the league. This scandal isn't over, it's just beginning. And the real question now is, will the WNBA survive if it continues treating its brightest star like a criminal? 11 drug tests, 1 lawsuit, and a firestorm the WNBA never saw coming. Is Caitlin Clark the victim of systemic league bias? Or is she simply too great to ignore without consequence? We'll be following this story as it develops. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment below, do you believe the WNBA is targeting Caitlin Clark? This is far from over. And next time, the headlines might be even bigger. In a move that's sending shockwaves through the sports world, Caitlin Clark's legal team has officially filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against the WNBA and Commissioner Cathy Engelbert after being forced to undergo 11 drug tests in just her rookie season. Was this league's brightest star targeted? Is this personal? Or worse, was this a calculated campaign to tear down a once-in-a-generation talent? Tonight, we uncover exclusive details the league doesn't want you to know, and trust me, by the end of this video, your view of the WNBA might change forever. Let's get straight to the facts. Caitlin Clark has reportedly been tested 11 times since entering the WNBA just months ago. That's more than any other player in the league. To compare, most players get tested just once or twice per season. So, why is Clark's number skyrocketing? The league says it's random, but data analysts and fans are calling that bluff. Statistically, the chances of being tested this many times randomly? Less than 0.00001%. That's not just improbable, it's deliberate. This isn't some player who just burst onto the scene. Caitlin Clark has been a basketball prodigy for years. Those logo threes? She's been draining them since college. Her court vision? Her IQ? Her impact? Nothing about her success is new. So why is it that when a woman reaches this level of dominance, especially in this league, suspicion follows instead of celebration? Sources close to the situation claim Commissioner Cathy Engelbert was directly involved in clearing or escalating some of Clark's tests. While the league insists it's all protocol, internal murmurs suggest pressure from above. Engelbert's tenure as commissioner has already faced criticism, but this may be her biggest scandal yet. If this lawsuit reveals intentional targeting, it could mean resignations and a PR crisis the league may not recover from. The court of public opinion has already spoken. Social media has erupted. One fan put it best: the WNBA can't handle a real superstar. Another joked that Caitlin's drug test count is higher than most players' points per game. It's funny until it's not, because this isn't just about optics. It's about the message being sent to every girl watching: if you're too good, we'll try to break you down. And now it's official. Caitlin Clark's legal team has filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against the WNBA and Cathy Engelbert for harassment, workplace misconduct, and targeted discrimination. The filing accuses the league of violating its own collective bargaining agreement and claims Clark's repeated testing amounted to psychological intimidation and defamation. Insiders say the lawsuit could trigger an internal review of Engelbert's conduct and possibly expose communications behind the testing orders. Coaches and teammates have begun speaking out. Fever insiders describe Clark as drained, emotionally and physically, from the scrutiny. One assistant coach said, "We prep for every game not knowing if she'll be dragged off for another test." Even opposing players are starting to side with her, privately admitting this is no longer about safety or fairness, it's political. Caitlin Clark isn't just a player, she's the reason millions are tuning into the WNBA for the first time. She's raised ratings, ticket sales, and global attention. But if this lawsuit succeeds, the message to sponsors and fans is clear. The league punished the very athlete who saved it. And if young college stars see this happening to Clark, why would they risk their careers here next? In a time when women's sports are finally getting the spotlight they deserve, the WNBA had a golden opportunity to lead with integrity, with vision. Instead, they chose suspicion. Now, as Caitlin Clark steps into the national spotlight again this time, as the face of a legal battle, one question remains: Will the league evolve and protect its stars, or destroy itself from within? What do you think? Was this about safety or sabotage? Should Cathy Engelbert step down? And how should the WNBA respond now that this lawsuit is public? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like if you stand with Caitlin. And don't forget to subscribe for more real sports journalism, with no filters and no fear. We'll be following this story until the final whistle blows.